Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with Double Duty by Matt Tressel. So we have normal 6x6 Sudoku rules, meaning in every row, every column, and every 2x3 box, we are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. We also have these lines in the grid with circles at each end. They are doing double duty. They are both Renban and double arrows. I'm going to go over each rule separately, but they have to follow both rules. But I feel like if I try to combine them into one rule, it'll give too much away about the puzzle. So I'm going to go over them separately. So first, they are Renbans. That means that they are a consecutive set of digits, but in any order. A consecutive set, just think of any set of consecutive, so like a run of consecutive digits, like 1, 2, 3, 4, or 2, 3, 4, 5, or 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So that would be what's possible on here. We can put 1, 2, 3, 4 on it, 2, 3, 4, 5 on it, or 3, 4, 5, 6 on it. But they can be in any order. So let's say we chose 2, 3, 4, 5. This could be like 2, 3, 4, 5. And for the Renban, that would be perfectly fine. It doesn't care about the order, just if you take all the digits on it, they're a consecutive run. So what I can't do is 2, 3, 4, 6, because that isn't a consecutive run. All right. In addition to that, they are all double arrows. Double arrows are kind of... The name only makes sense in the context if you know the arrow constraint, because it's kind of like an extension of that. But basically, what happens with double arrows is you've got the line and you've got the circles connected to the line. And the digits on the line sum to the same thing as the digits in the circle. So these 3 digits, whatever their sum is, sums to the same as these 2 digits. And these 2 digits sum to the same as these 2 digits, etc. And that's it. Those are the rules. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself. And I'm going to get started right now. Okay, so I want to start with this long line here because it's 5 length. So our options are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're missing either the 1 or the 6 only. So what we can do is we can sum that, and if we then divide it by 2, that's the sum of each of the segments, the 3 here and the 2 circles, because they have to be the same. So 1 through 5 adds to 15. We can't divide that in 2. We can't have this add to 7.5 and this add to 7.5. So that's just not going to work. We can throw that out. That means these are 2 through 6. That adds to 20. And so half of that is 10. So these add to 10 and these add to 10. Now, first of all, these 2 need to add to 10. Remember, it's also a Renban, so we're not going to repeat digits. So this is going to be 4, 6. It's the only 2 distinct digits that add to 10, which leaves 2, 3, 5 here to finish the Renban and to add to 10. Very nice. Okay. I noticed this one down here is exactly the same thing, 2, 3, 5 with 4, 6. Okay, so where do we go from here? Well, I guess these are from 1, 4, 6 and definitely contain a 1. I guess it doesn't matter which one. Let's think about this one just because I'm here. But it doesn't really matter which one we think of. If we use the 1 or the 6, that forces the rest of the Renban. Because if you put a 1 on a Renban, you have to go then 1, 2, 3, 4. If you put a 6 on it, you have to go 3, 4, 5, 6. So if this was a 1, we would have to add to 10 in total. So we'd add to 5. So it'd be 1 with a 4 here. Oops, I meant to center mark. If this was a 6, we'd have to add to, let's see, 6, 5, 4, 3. That's going to be 21 minus 3. That's 18. So we'd add to 9. So we'd be 6 with a 3 here. Now the 4 isn't quite as restrictive. So we could still do 1, 2, 3, 4. So this could be a 1. We could do 2, 3, 4, 5, which adds to 7. Sorry, adds to 14, which makes it 7, right? 2, 3, 4, 5. We'd be 2, 5 with 3, 4. So the 4 would be with a 3. Okay. And then if we were 3, 4, 5, 6, we would have to add to 9. So it would be 4 with a 5. Does that work? I suppose so. So, well, let's think about these. Let's think about what that makes these then. So let's go through each case again. So 1 would be with a 4, and this would be 2, 3. I'm not sure if I want to write that out yet. That seems reasonable. If we were 6 with a 3, then this would be 4, 5 to fill in the gaps. That seems reasonable. If we were 4 with a 1, again, that's do 3. If we were 4 with a 3, that adds to 7. So we'd need 2, 5 here. If we were 4 with a 5, that adds to 9, we'd be 6, 3 here. I think all of that works. Ooh, you know what? Actually, I thought about the 3, 6, and that made me realize something. It would make this 4 and this 4. That doesn't work. So actually what we've got here is this is a 4, 6 pair. They both see these two cells. It's the same with this 4, 6 seeing these, but let's start with this. So these can't be 4, 6 at all. So I could just start out by putting 1, 2, 3, 5. And again, if I tried to put like a 4 here or a 4 here, it would see both of these. It would make both of them 6, and I'm not allowed to do that. So 1, 2, 3, 5 is what's possible here. So I think we just simply can't add to 9, right? We can't do 3, 6. We can't do 4, 5. So we're not adding to 9. So I don't think this can be 5. Could it be 5, 1? No, so the issue with 5, 1, even though it would work to add to 7 here and 7 here, actually, I don't think we can add to 7 here, but either way, 5, 1, that's too far apart. If we include the 1, it's 1 through 4. So we're not adding to 7 that way. We're not doing 5, 4, because then we need 3, 6 here. Can't do that. And we're definitely not doing 5, 6. That's too big. We'd have to have another 5, 6 here. Actually, I didn't think about... Oh, yeah. We can't do 5, 6, and 5, 6. That breaks the red man. But anyway, we can't do that anyway. So this is not a 5. It's not a 6, right? 6 would go with 4 here. Maybe that actually does work. Oh, that is to 10. That's no good. Because this can't add to 10 also. Okay. So 6 here would go with 3. Wait, can it? 6 could go with 1? No, 6 can't go with 1. Those are too far apart. 6 can't go with 3. That's too far apart. Wait, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 could go with 3. Yeah, that would be 9. But this can't be 4, 5 because we removed 4 from there. So I don't think this can be 6 either. We can't do 6, 1. We can't do 6, 3. We can't do 6, 4. Yeah, so that's not a 6. Interesting. Kind of whittling this down. Trying to understand exactly the what's going on here. That does mean there's a 6 in one of these two. Could be interesting. Ooh. I'm thinking about how this cell and this cell, if they were the same, it would have to go in one of these two, but I guess that's not that big of a deal. All right. I thought it was going to be more restricted. Do we want to think about restrictions on this as well and this as well? I feel like 6 just doesn't work. Well, okay. That was because we were restricted on what could go here, though. But at the same time, if I include a 6, I'm not doing 6, 5 or 6, 4, so I'd be doing 6, 3 no matter what. That adds to 9. And with 6, 3, I'd need this to be 4, 5. That actually seems okay. And then if this was 6, 3, this would be 4, 5. I guess I should fill these as 1, 2, 3, 5, just for posterity here. Is there something I can't put here? 1, 4 would go with 2, 3. Be interesting, but not a problem. I'm missing something here. Okay, I got to think about how there are double arrows and ren bands. I gotta consider all of that. Let's see. I'm thinking about whether this can be 3, because if I can remove 3, this is just a 1, 4 pair, and so we know a lot. So if this was a 3, let's think about it again. We're not doing 3, 1. We'd be doing 3, 4. That adds to 7. And then we'd do 2, 5 on here. Oh, I just saw the problem. Ooh, that's sneaky. So if this was a 3, I'm just going to write it out. I saw this in my head. If this is a 3, we obviously can't put the 3 over here because it's on the same ren band. Ren bands can't repeat digits. If we're not putting the 3 here, it's in the same column. This can't be 3. So we put a 3 here in this box. And then now we don't have a 3 for a 2, 3, 5 triple. That's crazy. So we can't put a 3 here. That makes it a 1, 4 pair. So we know this adds to 5, which means this is 2, 3. Okay, that's progress. So that is 5, that is 5. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 on here. So these can't be 1, 2, 3, 4. These are 5, 6. Ooh, interesting. Okay, 5, 6 pair does make this 4, which makes that 6. Okay, good stuff. Can we translate that anywhere else? Not sure. This being 1 or 4, though, the 1 would force this to be 4, wouldn't it? Yeah, this can't be 4, so this can't be 1. So that's our 4, and that's our 1, and that's our 4. These can't be 4. Ooh. These can't be 4, so this is the 4 with the 6 here. Okay, and then that resolves this 5, 6 up here. That can't be 5, that can't be 5. Okay. Now 4, what's that going to go with? 4 with 1 would be 2, 3. 4 with 2 adding to 6. You know, is there some property that makes this always an odd number? Let's think about it. So we're either doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this is how we're going to think about it. 1, 2, 3, 4 adds to 10. Now, if we shift that over by 1, you can think about that as adding 1 to each of the digits. We're adding 4 to the sum. So we're adding to either 10, 14, or 18, which is 5, 7, or 9. We're only ever adding to 5, 7, or 9. So 4 plus 1, definitely not 4 plus 2, 4 plus 3, or 4 plus 5. Right, so, okay. So these add to 5, 7, or 9. I don't know what I can do with that right now. I am going to need a 6 somewhere in here. Is there something I can do with this 1, 6? Yeah, okay. So 1 is going to go with 4, and it can't. Right, because we were doing 1, 4 with 2, 3, and this can't be 4. So this is the 6, and this is the 1. That places a 6 here. These are not 1s. Okay, so we add to 7 or 9 now. How would we add to 9, though? If we do 4, 5 adding to 9, we need 3, 6 here, and the 6 is gone. So we're doing 4, 3 adding to 7. That's 2, 3, and 2. This is neat. All right, so these add to 7, and they have to be the 2, 5 that surround the 4, 3. So this is 2, 5. We know the order. It's 5, and that's 2. All right, that's not 2, that's not 5. It's weird. I keep wanting to think of them as like only double arrows, but they're also Renbands, which makes a big difference. So this is going to be 6, 3 with a 4, 5 pair. That all resolves. We get the 5 here as well. We get our 3. All right. This is a 1. This is a 1. Okay, and now I think we just plonk the rest. So we need a 1 and a 4 here. This is the 4. Oops, sorry. This is the 4, and that's the 1. Down here, I need a 1 and a 5. That's 5 and 1. We get the 2 and the 5. This is the 2 with the 3. This is 2. We need 3 and 6. That's 3. That's 6. And we're done. All right. I feel like it took me a bit to wrap my head around the interactions here, but yeah, it was interesting to think about. I'd realized pretty late that the sum was always going to be odd on a 4 length. It's interesting how that worked out. So we're starting with a baseline of 10, which when you divide by 2 is odd. And by adding 4 each time, we're adding 2 to the sum, to the individual sums. And so that's going to preserve the oddness because we're adding 2 to the 5 and then 2 to the 7. So that's why it's odd. I don't know if there's a more fundamental reason it has to be odd, but just that baseline 10 is enough for me. Cool. Well, I enjoyed that. Thanks, Matt. Hope you did as well. If you did, then why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.